when we can actually really do things in person again.
Yeah.
So that,
Sorry, Bill. I
yeah.
meant to record at the very beginning because I do want to share our exercise that we're going to be doing tonight with everyone. So I did. I just want you guys all to know I'm going to go ahead and record this. Go ahead, Bill. You can finish.
But I would say silver lining is that the Zooms have actually helped to grow our business. We've been able to reach people that maybe otherwise wouldn't have been reached and come to a meeting, and been able to connect even more with our people, and that's now you guys have been doing that. We've all been doing that for a while, but people got to know Zoom better
Yes.
during the corona because we weren't the only ones doing it. It was like, okay, everybody's doing Zoom now. So now when you were inviting people to Zoom, they're like, oh yeah, cool, I get that. So I think that's a silver lining. Oh, and sorry, I hope I'm not stealing everybody's thunder. People want to get healthy. They want to build their immune system. So I think our business has grown because people know they need it.
Great. Anyone else? Yeah, Beth?
I think a silver lining has been, when all this started, everybody kind of took everything off their plate, or at least we did. We used the time at the beginning to reorganize, to declutter, things like that. And now that we're starting to do a few more things and starting to maybe go back to seeing people, I think we can decide what we want to put back in our life. I think now that we've had not just a 2-week break, but we've really had like a 3-month break. Yeah. And so now we can be really selective about what we want to be put back in our life. And I think that's been a little bit of a silver lining.
Cool.
It's a great point. Great thought, Betsy.
Yeah, I think that I still think that the fact that people have called me to ask about health and stuff, people that I've talked to in a long time ago, and they just come to me, and I've made phone calls that I kind of unexpected, and I've gotten to share with old friends that want to know about health. I'm in Texas today, and I went over to one of my customers moved here, and I went over to see her, and her tower garden was out there. She was talking about that and how everybody's noticed it, and just things like that. It makes you know that we have something that we can share, and that's not going to change because people want more of it because they want to stay healthy and be healthy. That's been a blessing, but it's also been a difficult, like when I think about my husband going the school thing for kids, what's going to happen for the kids? And of course, that's just something that I'm in front of all the time with his being a bus driver. So I'm glad that we're getting to relax and get away because who knows what's going to happen. We don't know. So just redoing what we can do, like what Betsy said, I certainly agree with that.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing some of those silver linings, because there have been, I think there have been so many things that we can be grateful for in the midst of all of this challenge. Oh, it's great to see you, Tammy. Welcome. So, all right. Well, I wanted to share with you guys some exercises that we're going to do because, and they come from several different places, and I want to help refuel. I really want to help you guys feel renewed. I want you to spend time on yourself. And Amy challenged me back in January when I did a coaching call with her. And a lot of the things I'm going to share with you tonight, they really come from 3 places. One, of course, Amy Getz, who's been really helping me a lot these last 6 months. She encouraged me to narrow my goals. I had set very big, audacious goals, and I hadn't set short-term, small goals, like 1-month goal, simple goals. And she didn't do it just with a monetary goal, but she also did it in an activity goal, and it had nothing to do with the business. And so that's what I'm excited to share with you guys. This really isn't going to have all that much to do with the business. This is going to be about you. But you guys, I just want you to know the impact of what she has helped me do has grown my business since January 35%. And I want to encourage you with that, because I did that. That was very unexpected. I believe some of that is because of the coronavirus, you know, where people are more interested in health, I think, and are come join us for our company. Did a lot for many of us with our businesses. So it's not just this focus that Amy has helped me with, but I know that that has played a significant role in my mindset, in my boundaries, and in my fueling myself so that I bring my best self into what I'm doing. And that's what I want to do with you guys. Some other of the information I'm going to share with you guys tonight also came from a program that Bill and I are part of at our church called Church Lead. It's a program of building and discipling leaders in our church. And then something that I shared with you guys, you know, back last conference was the journaling that I've been doing. And I challenged you guys with those 3 journals to have a courage journal, to have kind of a affirmations, and then a gratitude journal. And I'll have to say my gratitude is the best part of my journal, because I'm doing that really, really consistently. I've done much better with the affirmations. I still have to work on my courage journal, but it's always in the forefront of my mind. And every morning I sit down when I do my devotional time, I write in my journals, at least one of the 3 every time I sit down, if not in 2 of the 3. And I think that consistency over time has really fueled me. It has really, really fueled me, and it's helped my mindset be positive. And that affirmation, something that our church lead calls it as life principles, is also another way to think about it. Who you are as a person, what your principles are, also an affirmation. That's been powerful. And so I'm excited, because we're going to do a big exercise on life principles and affirmations at another time. But so for today, I want you to just sit back for a second. I want you to close your eyes. I just want you to take a deep breath. I just want you to take a deep breath in, and then exhale. And take another one. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And I want you to open your mind to productivity, positivity, affirmations, okay? And that we are moving ahead. We are moving forward. And we're going to start there. Okay, take out a sheet of paper. I'm so excited. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you guys can answer. You don't just need one answer. This can be 3 or 4 answers, okay? Many, many different answers. Feel free to do that. The first question is, whoops, now I lost my place. Okay, what do you absolutely love to do? Now, this can be work, this can be a hobby, this can be talk to people. What do you like love to do? What like lights you up? What lights you up? You might have more than one. Hi, Geraldine, welcome, and hi, Katie. Hope you guys can grab a piece of paper. We just started an exercise. So you guys are thinking about, you know, what do you really love to do? You know, I love to be with people. This is killing me right now because I can't physically be with people. I love hugs. I can't get hugs. It's very difficult for touchy people like me. But what lights me up, you know, what really lights me up? Presenting, actually. When I present, you guys, I light up, man. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love talking to people about Juice Plus. I love talking to people about anything. You know, I love getting in with someone, having one-on-one time with my 2 daughter-in-laws, soon to be one of my daughter-in-laws, and building an intimate, you know, mother-daughter relationship. That lights me up. Spending time in the Word might light you up. Okay, and my second question is, are you doing it? Are you doing what you love to do? If not, why not? So twofold question. You know, what do you love to do? Because there are a lot of different things, you guys. Are you doing it? If not, why not? How are we doing? Can I move to the next question? Yeah, okay. Okay. What refuels you or energizes you? And I'm going to give you some examples to help you think about this. Does nature, exercise, family, alone time, vacation? How about music or art? You know, what refuels you? What, and you can do two parts, you know, what energizes you? And I do want you to think about a place as well as a possible activity or something that to do. Where do you feel at peace? Where do you feel that you can be refueled? Write down everything you can about that, guys, and why it energizes you, why it refuels you. How you guys doing? Anybody want to share? Just one thing maybe that energizes you or refuels you, or a place.
No particular place, but being outside is being outside.
Mm-hmm.
Being outside early in the morning, either biking or, you know, devotion somewhere
Mm-hmm.
early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I put journaling because I learn about myself, I think, and it's a way to release. I put nurture because I relax in nature. And when I'm in nature, either at the beach or in the garden or with trees, because I relax. When I'm in the word, it brings me truth, which gives me life.
Mm.
So different things bring different awarenesses, I think.
Absolutely. Okay, this next question, I'm going to give you guys 10 things. You can write them down. And these are areas of your life, okay? The question is, which area of your life or of yourself would you like to improve? I want you to choose one. I want you to circle one after I give you all of these specifics, and then you can choose the second, okay? So first thing, relationships. Second thing is leadership. Emotional health. physical health, professional skills, intellectual, spiritual.
Can you go back? You started speeding up. I couldn't write that quick.
Okay, I'll start over.
Physical health. You start.
Physical health. After that is professional skills, intellectual, spiritual, character, hobbies / recreation, and then marriage / family. Those go together. So the question is, which area of your life or of yourself here would you like to improve? Circle 1. What's the top area for you, for yourself, that you want to improve? And if there's a hot second, you know, but we're just focusing on one for the most part. And then after you choose it, why? Why do you want to improve in this area? Why is that important to you? Why? And going along with your why, I want you to think about some action steps. What can you do to improve in this area? What can you do? What steps can you take? And don't think of 5. 1, okay, 1 or 2 steps that you can do to improve in this area. Yay! We're almost done. Great job, guys. For those of you who have finished, kind of, I want you to go back and read over the questions and the answers. I want you to look over them, and I want you to highlight, if you have a highlighter, if you have a circle, something that's really standing out to you, that's most important to you right now. Something. Maybe one answer to a question, it may be one area, it may be something that's standing out to you.
I missed it.
Oh, that's okay. Just looking over all your answers, you know, what we've just done, highlight or circle anything that's really stood out to you to be most important out of the things we've talked about, the questions we've had. Is there something that stands out to you that's most important to you right now? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Sure.
You got a stool like that?
Yeah.
I got you, Susan. Great. Okay. Thank you. First off, thank you for doing this and for taking the time to go through these questions and to think about yourself. What I did when I went through this, and it was a little different, but Amy just really challenged me find 3 things that I would do for myself that I could do on a consistent basis, a weekly basis, whether it was 3 times a week, 5 times a week, that was up to me, but that would fuel me so that I would be a better me. That's all it was about. It wasn't about the business. It wasn't about relationships. It was, and that's what I want this to be about for you. That's why I wanted to ask you about kind of what lights you up, what you get excited about, what do you love to do? I hope you are doing it. And if you're not doing it, I would really encourage you that that would be the number 1 thing that I would change right now, is that you find a way to do what lights you up, whether it's once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. For me, it was exercise, reading, and journaling. Those were my 3 things after all of this. And it was because leadership is something I want to be a servant leader. I want to develop listening skills. I want to develop leaders. I want to help you all, as we all, a leader is someone who has influence. We all have influence, guys. Every single one of us is a leader because we influence people in our lives. And we want to influence them in the best way possible, right? So I want to be the best influencer, inspirer, encourager I can be as a leader. Well, that's going to be mindset. That's going to be reading, developing my mindset, understanding people, spending time with people, reading. And that was something I did not really enjoy, but I knew I needed to do it. And so it was just one of the things that I felt was important. So that was it. But I knew for my mindset, I had to journal. So I had to write down those affirmations. I had to remind myself over and over again of what God says about me, not what other people say about me. Okay. Or what I like to do, the negative thoughts in my mind. I needed those affirmations over, and then exercise. I needed to get out, man. I needed to get outside. I needed to be out. Nature is huge for me. If I'm cooped up too much in my house and I don't get out and about, I get depressed, But getting outside, like Bill and I went for a walk on the beach. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was on vacation, getting outside. It's just amazing. So from this exercise, you guys, I want you to find 3 things. 3 things. And you may already be doing some of them, which is fabulous. This doesn't have to be something new. You may already be well on your path. But these are things that will refuel you now, that will light you up. These are things you can do in your life so that you are the best you, and you're bringing the best you to your relationship with others, to your business, to your family, in your marriage, in your work environment. That's why I wanted to do this exercise with you guys. Anybody want to share a highlight, anything that they have, a takeaway from tonight, something that you want to implement, something you want to do, something that stood out to you?
Yeah, I want to start like taking my quiet time outside in the morning. I think that's the thing to do.
Great idea.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that light you guys up?
Creating.
Yes. Oh, Charlene, that is so you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's photos or editing photos or sewing. Yeah, those things that energize me.
That's great. That is great. Well, we need to use you for all of our flyers, maybe. Creating flyers.
That's one of the things I want to work on too. Yes,
that would be so fun. Good.
I'm loving on people.
Yes, you do that very well, Jeannie.
But that still is what lights me up.
Good. You know it. So spending time with people is very important to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. So that needs to be a part of your calendar, huge part of your calendar.
Yes, it is.
I know.
Being with my
Anything else?
family is huge too. And
Good.
One of mine is mentoring, men, being part of men's groups and teaching, encouraging, etc.
Yeah.
Those light me up.
Great.
But you had asked other things first before you went back to light you up.
Yeah.
And my takeaways are my leadership and professional skills, because I'm making the transition to be involved in Juice Plus more. I think everybody knows that, right? Maybe. And so I need to spend time asking you and working, how to know it all better than I do, because I've been under you and leaned, handed everything to you. Here, hon, you do this. So now I need to be able to do that more and figure out what it looks like. So that's one of my takeaways.
Great.
I need to be. Oh, and I want to call Doug Farrar and Scott Getz.
Yes.
Because
Great.
both of them,
steps.
yeah, both of them have offered, and I need to plug into guys like that.
Great. Anybody else take away? Something they want to implement? What keeps me with it?
I still struggle with my time blocking. That's still my issue. I
Mm-hmm.
still struggle with that, and I still want to figure out how to do that. Discipline and time blocking, that's one of my difficult things. I let faces get in the way.
You let faces get in the way?
Yeah.
I know you're giving, it's hard, our gifting and what we're really good at can also be a detriment, it really, it's so wild how that's always a double-edged sword, with our, I may be like, Bill's such a good encourager. Both he and I love to encourage people, but then sometimes I don't feel comfortable giving constructive criticism, where that might be much better needed than my encouragement, but I shy away from that. It's hard for me. And that might be an area that I need to work on. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to come up with these two sides. So, but Jeannie, you can do it. You can time block, girl, because you're never going to give up those friends. I know it. And you better never give them up.
No, I won't.
No.
They go in, they don't come out.
But boundaries is a really good topic, and it's something we all need a little bit of when we're moving forward.
Something I've rediscovered lately is how important music is into my life. And my son Brian has Amazon Prime, and he has shared with me, I guess you can have so many people, it's free music with Amazon Prime or something, and you can share, I don't know, a few accounts or something. So he has given me my count, and oh my goodness, I'm listening to music more, and it really is filling me up and fueling me, and I really am enjoying it. I missed it so much.
Oh, what a wonderful gift. Go ahead.
Yeah, because we didn't have a CD player in the house. I used to have CDs, and everything's changed, and so I didn't really have an avenue for that. So I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you, Betsy, for sharing. I can't believe I didn't have that on my list. Good rocking, for me, good rocking Christian music. Toby Mackerson. Oh, he lights me up so big. I got to have him playing on the way, driving in the car, listening in the morning. Yeah. Thank you for reminding.
I'm on that page too, Betsy.
I totally agree with you, Bill and Betsy.
Great, Maritza. Love it. Well, you guys, please sit with us a little bit. And I want to encourage you to think about, you know, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 takeaways, not more than that. But what can you implement? What action step can you take from today that will refuel you, that will light you up each day or each week? How are you going to put that into practice? You know, what does that look like? How can you flush that out so that it becomes a habit and it becomes part of you, and you're just continually filling up your cup, just like spending time in the Word, you know, filling up your cup so that you have more to pour out. What can you do to do that? And I think if you focus on that a little bit, and yeah, I mean, I miss so many days. I call Amy and say, okay, nope, didn't get it. I only got 3 out of 5 days this week. You know, it happens, you know, we're not perfect. I'm not expecting it. Don't expect it of yourself, but try, just try, because you'll be so encouraged by, you know, putting a few of these things that really fuel you in your life. And let's see what happens.
Yeah, I like how Amy really encouraged you to start small instead of having a big goal. So maybe just saying, just put it in your schedule for once a week,
Yes.
you know, or twice a week. Don't think, okay, 7 days a week, I have to X, Y, Z. But if you're not doing it now, just put it down there small. I think that's so helpful to set yourself up for success.
Yes, Betsy. We're really good at setting ourselves up for failure.
Yeah.
We really are most of the time. So let's set ourselves up for some success. Oh. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining in tonight. We have 2 events this week. You know, our Sharing Stories event tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and then on Wednesday at noon. And I know, Charlene, you're helping me tomorrow night with a couple people. I'm working on the outline. I'll get that to you. And Donna, Betsy, you guys are helping me at noon, right? Or I was going to get back to you, Betsy, if that's okay with you.
Either way, yeah.
Okay, great. I'm really excited about it, you guys, because I know that when we just share stories with people and we connect with people, you know, we really do meet heart to heart. There really is that connection. I'm not going to be actually even showing any videos. I'm just going to share 2 slides, you know, but I am going to talk about the science of Juice Plus, and we're going to relate the science of Juice Plus with each of our testimonials, which I think will be really powerful. So please invite, you know, your friends to come learn about Juice Plus and just to come hear some inspiring stories of health. That's really what this is about, just some inspiring stories. Tomorrow at 8 and then Wednesday at noon. And I will definitely be in touch with you guys, you know, through Voxer, although it will be definitely a little less, you know, starting next Monday for 2 weeks, it'll be a little less. So I just want to wish you guys a fabulous close of business. We've got 1 more day tomorrow. And then I really hope that all of you can just take a deep breath, you know, really spend some time renewing and relaxing and resting a little bit. And then you can always get back in and start running. So thanks so much for tonight, you guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week.
We thank you, Kira.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.